Hi, Andrew. So when a student is opening up their Xcode project, the way that they can pull down in the code is if they go into their assignment directory. In this version, I'm just going to my team tree, but this is where the GitHub repo where you sent them. Now, what I'm going to do is I can hit the green code at the top right, and then I can hit this URL. I can either Control A and copy it, or just hit these two buttons here to copy it. Inside of your Xcode main file here, you can then go down to the second tab, clone an existing project, and then just post that URL inside of there. Students will get their URL from the assignment they got from the GitHub Classroom link you sent them. After you hit clone, the student can save it wherever they'd like, usually in the location they're already working. Then they'll be able to clone in the object there. Now I'm also just going to go ahead and try to add in a comment here into the About Us file. So inside of my files here, I have the squirrel About Us. And what I'm going to do very quickly is just say this is a test inside of here. Now when I'm done typing it in, at the very top of your Xcode, there will be a setting called product. And, there'll be a setting called source control at the top. And inside of source control, you'll have a few options up here: commit, push, and pull. For the students to commit it and to update their changes, I'm just going to hit this commit button. And then I'm going to type in a commit message, such as this is the latest update. I'm going to hit this push to remote, then push to origin or main. And then sometimes it should have these selected. In my scenario, it doesn't, but I'm just going to go ahead and select the files that I've updated. The students should have these files automatically selected, but you won't be able to hit this blue button until they're pushed there. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit commit. Now if I go ahead and refresh this page here, you'll see now that I have this is a test. So this process where I just pushed is what the students should do with their latest code. Again, it's source control at the top, push. And just to show the proof of concept here, if you go ahead and say, okay, I have my latest update done, and I'm going to act as a teacher, say you have another task. I'm going to go ahead and commit these changes into main. And then just like what we did earlier, I'm going to go back to the start. I'm going to hit my code URL. And then I'm going to open up my GitHub, my Xcode, and clone another project. And I'm going to replace where I had my original one. So hopefully this works a bit faster. We can give that some time. Great. And now if I go back into my squirrel tab About Us, you'll see here that my comments have been updated. So Andrew, for your students, what you could do is have each student in their Xcode or wherever they're working with their code, go ahead and use source control and push. This is mainly in Xcode. I can help with REPL or other areas too. But just use the push. Make sure that they hit the origin main, and then that should be good to go. And then after they update that, they can go ahead and use this process to pull down the code, their most recent code, with your comments in it.